Hi, welcome back to Swift Scents. I'm Debbie, and in this video I want to go over with you the top 10 fragrances in my collection that get me compliments at work and when I'm out. They're not in any particular order. Some are high-end, some are cheapies. I have a wide variety. So let me go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to talk to you about, and I actually did get this as a blind buy on FragranceNet. This is Armoff Vanity Femme Elegance, and you can pick this up for $20 to $30. Like I say, I got it for on clearance. It was a blind buy, but I was pretty pleased when I got it, and then when people at work started complimenting me on it, so much the better, right? Okay, this is fruity, floral, but then it's kind of a smooth, creamy scent too. It kind of reminds me a little bit of grape. I know that there is actually some black currant in there, some peach. There's Gardenia in there. A little bit of a rosy fragrance in there, not real strong. Also, there's a vanilla note. Now, this lasted me pretty much the whole day. It is an eau de parfum. So I did get a long wear out of that, roughly, I'm going to say 8 to 10 hours on that. So for $20, $30 blind buy, I lucked out. That was a pretty good choice. And like I say, I get lots of compliments on that. The next one that I get lots of compliments on, and this was a blind buy that I picked up in one of the rack stores like Marshall's or something. This is by Salvatore Ferragamo. This is Femme. Salvatore Ferragamo Parfum, and this one you can get for around $20 to $30 as well. I think that's about what I paid for it in the Marshalls or what have you. And again, a very pleasant surprise to pay hardly anything for a very nice fragrance that gets me lots of compliments. This one has neroli. There's also a floral scent in there. Definitely picking up on some peony. Oh man, that is so nice. I really like this a lot, guys. But there's also there's a warmer scent too that I'm picking up maybe in the base. It says that it has almonds and musk. This one again lasted me most of the day, so roughly 6 to 8 hours on my skin, and for $20 to $30 it's not a bad buy. This is Salvatore Ferragamo Parfum. Very nice fragrance. I get lots of compliments on that one. This next one, and I have done a video on this before, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of depth because I respect your time and I appreciate you being here with me. This one, there was a lot of talk about it on one of the groups that I'm in, and so I gave it a smell at one of my local Macy's and decided to pick it up. This is Versace Crystal Noir, and this is a very nice warm fall fragrance. Let me go ahead and spritz some of that. I love the smell of this. This one again was a pleasant surprise. This is an EDT, so eau de toilette. I didn't think it was going to last very long for me, but it actually did last most of the day, and on my jacket even longer. Wow. Okay, so this is a warmer, creamy scent, perfect for the fall or the winter. There is a little bit of a fruitiness in there, a little bit of sweet floral, but not extremely sweet. And then there's definitely like some smooth creaminess in there. I'm going to say vanilla. That's a very nice fragrance. Guys, the holidays are coming up. You're probably going to want something for your girl. These are very good compliment getters. You may want to consider something that's on this top 10 out of my list. Versace Crystal Noir is a very good fragrance that I would recommend for that. And again, these range in prices, like the Versace Crystal Noir, I think that was like $100 in Macy's that I actually did pay full retail for that because I wanted it. This next one was a cheap blind buy, and I think I actually only paid like maybe $13, $14 for this in, I think, TJ Maxx. And when I smelled it, I was in love, and I got a lot of compliments from wearing it at work as well. This is Velvet Lush. It's kind of hard to see. There you go, Velvet Lush. And this was by Jean Riche. This is an eau de parfum, so it lasts a very long time, and it did on my skin. To me, this was a warmer fragrance. Let me get you a strip here. Again, it lasted pretty much the whole day on my skin. As soon as I smell it, it reminds me a little bit of cream soda. Definitely a little bit of fruitiness in there as well, with some floral there. Oh, that is so good. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of root beer. Wow. This is, again, Velvet Lush by John Riche. I picked this up in like Target or something, or not Target, I'm sorry, TJ Maxx or something like that for like $13. It's a very nice fragrance, warm. It kind of reminds me of root beer or cream soda. That's not what's in there. It's telling me that it has coconut, plum, apricot, lily of the valley, caraway, and rosewood in there. It is kind of a tropical, warm fragrance. I really like that a lot. I got a lot of compliments on it at work. This next one is actually an essential oil that I picked up at the Renaissance Festival in Pennsylvania. I picked up a few things there. This is a body spray that they made, and this is called Maiden, and it's $8.95, but they had a special if you purchased more than one. It was at a discount. So I think with all that we purchased, I think this ended up being like $6. It is an essential oil, so when you put this on, you do have to shake the bottle to mix the oils in with the other things that are in here. The main ingredients in this are gardenia and lily, and gardenia is one of my favorite flowers, actually. And you're going to notice this is in a dark bottle. That's to protect the life of the oils. This is oil in here, so oh my God, that is divine. I could just sit there and smell that all night. Actually, sometimes what I do to help me sleep, I will spray, something like this just on my skin because it helps relax and soothe me. This is called Maiden, and the company that makes this is called Forest Enchantments. She also makes body soaps and things like that. I will put her web address in the links in the description. This is unpaid. She didn't ask me to do this. I wanted to do it because I get a lot of compliments on that. So, Maiden by Forest Enchantments, and I will post a link for that in the description down below. The next one is a little more high-end, and this is actually something my husband ended up picking up for me just because he thought I would like it, and turns out I do, and I got a lot of great compliments on this, so I wanted to add this to my list. Probably with what I have here, this is the most expensive one on the list. This is Creed Flor de Gardenia, and this does have a lot of florals in it, as you can imagine. Now this size bottle, which is a 2.5 ounce bottle, this is retail $380. They do have a 1 ounce bottle that's $230. They have a almost 17 ounce bottle that's $1,005 if you pay full retail. But you can pick these up on like Fragrance Net for $80 for a 1 ounce or $120 for this size bottle. So you can get some of these fragrances for a better price than what you'd pay, in Macy's and Bloomingdale's and that. But go ahead. Now, the only thing, the drawback on this particular one, it smells so good, is that it doesn't last that long on my skin. For the money that you pay, you expect it to last. This lasted maybe 4 to 5 hours on my skin. So when you're paying if you pay retail, they consider that to be a $400 bottle of fragrance, you expect it to last. This is a floral, but a little bit peppery too. Picking up on some musk too as well. Wow. This also does have my most favorites in the whole wide world, Gardenia, some rose. That's a delicious fragrance. If you or someone you know likes the florals, this may be a good fragrance for them for Christmas or, you know, just as a gift. Again, I get lots of compliments on this at work. So that's Fleurs de Gardenia by Creed. And then this next one is also very popular. And I hadn't really tried any of these until I actually had went in to get a lotion and end up purchasing fragrance. So this is actually from Victoria's Secrets, and this is Bombshell. Now, I did a video the other day on another version of Bombshell called Paradise, but this is the original version. And when I put this on, people tell me I smell good enough to eat. There's another one in here too that's the same way. So let me go ahead and give this a spritz. And there aren't actually a lot of notes in this one. It's really 3: passion fruit, peony, and orchid. Wow. Okay, but to me it does smell like a little bit citrusy, but also floral. Very nice. This is considered an eau de parfum, but it didn't really last that long on my skin. I found myself reapplying. I mean, you can see that I've used a good bit of this. Now this size bottle, this is a 1.7 ounce, and this in their store or on their website is going to be $58. But I did find it online for some other sites for around $30 to $50. So if you're looking around, you can get some deals on that. And that's Bombshell by Victoria's Secrets. This next one, this is also one that someone told me that I smell good enough to eat with this. And this lasted literally all day and into the evening on my skin. And I'm not going to go into a huge detail about this one because I did talk about this in another video the other day. But this is Parfum Tea Rose. This is by Perfumer's Workshop. And this one is very, very much rose. When you spray this, you're going to smell like you have a rose bush right here in front of you, or a huge bouquet of flowers. Wow, that is just such a sweet, sweet rose scent. Literally, I can't describe it other than you have a rose bush right here in your face. Oh my God. That's to die for. And so basically the whole day at work, I just walked around feeling like I was in a rose garden. That is Perfumer's Workshop Parfum Tea Rose. It will last all day on your skin. If you or someone you know really likes roses, that would be a fantastic fragrance for them. I get a ton of compliments on that. And then this next one, I actually picked up, I think Macy's too. I do a lot of shopping at Macy's. And I get a lot of compliments on this too. This is actually also one of my husband Ray's favorites on me. This is Beautiful Belle by Estee Lauder. And I do really like this fragrance. The bad thing is it doesn't last that long on my skin, which is disappointing. And you can see I've used a good bit of that too. Okay, so this is, it's floral, but it's not as like that rose, Parfum Tea Rose is very kind of in your face floral. This is a calmer floral. It sits closer to the skin. There is some gardenia and tuberose in there. You can see the theme. I like rose and gardenia, right? But I get a lot of compliments on these, so apparently I'm not the only one. I mean, other people that I'm working with really enjoy the scent too. But then there's also like something musk in the base I'm picking up. So that is Beautiful Belle by Estee Lauder, And the only place that I've seen this is in stores like, you know, Macy's and that have, you know, an actual cosmetics counter, Belk. Actually, that's where I picked this up, Belk, my bad. So I haven't really seen this on things like Fragrance Net or anything where you could get a discounted price. So this size bottle, this is a 1 ounce, or sorry, yeah, 1 ounce. This is going to be around $65, $75. But it is a very nice fragrance. It does get a lot of compliments. And the last one I'm going to talk to you about that's on my top 10 fragrances that I get compliments on, and I did also do a video on this recently, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail. Plus, I actually only have the sample. This is Versace Dylan Blue. We'll post a picture up here or somewhere. We'll put that in there. But this was recommended to me by the representative at Macy's. I was looking for something that would last. A lot of these fragrances, you know, you put on your skin and they're gone in a couple of hours. So she said this would last all day long. So I actually did try it. She gave me this sample and she was right. It does last all day. And this one actually doesn't have like a roller ball or anything on there, so I'm going to have to just dab it on my skin, which is fine because I'm just freshly showered, so I have nothing on yet. I'm in love. That is beautiful. I actually had somebody tell me that it ought to be against the law to smell so good when I had this on. It did last me all day. It's a little bit fruity. So there's some black currant and apple in there. But then you also get some floral, a little bit of rose, some jasmine, peach. This is very fruity floral, but it's not extremely strong. So it does sit a little closer to the skin, especially in comparison to, say, the Parfum Tea Rose. But it's not so close to your skin that no one will notice. Man, I love that a lot. Apparently, I just love everything. If it's got flowers in it, I must like it. So these are my top 10 attention getters, ones that I get lots of compliments on. And I have a boatload of fragrances. You really can't see. There you go. This is my collection. So out of all that, these are the top 10 that get me compliments at work when I'm out. Go ahead and put your comments down below. Maybe some of these are on your list. Maybe they're attention getters for you as well. Maybe you've got something else that, you know, people really love on you. I'd love to hear your input. Go ahead and put your comments down below. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Go ahead and click that notification bell so the next time I post a video, it comes to you and you're aware of it. And I'll see you next time on Swift Sense.